Good evening, Milton Keynes. This is Channel 40 News with the very best stories about Milton Keynes' battle to beat coronavirus. So we're bringing in news from lots of different sources, around 40 or so, filtering those to try and make life simple. I was listening to the radio this evening, and information overload is what we're trying to counter. So watch this news summary for about 10 minutes and we'll give you the highlights that really matter for Milton Keynes in the battle to beat coronavirus. If you are looking for more information, go to our Facebook group and you can find all the links that we're talking about and read the articles in full. And those articles come in from all the other groups that we're allied with as well. So let me just take you into the news of the day, and we start off with the general picture with the World Health Authority defending the handling of the UK as our death toll rises to well over 7,000. That's half of the fatalities in Spain, which is really suffering. In Milton Keynes, we saw a spike in deaths by 50% overnight. We'd had a spike in cases, and there was obviously a reporting issue nationally as well. But there's an optimism in the air. There've now been a total of 195 people tested positive, and that's actually slowed down just 5 from the previous day as reported in the MK Citizen. And the picture nationally mirrors that trend. You can see the line is starting to tail off. That is incredible news if that keeps on going. So we're just hoping that that's the case. And 10 Downing Street gave a very strong and powerful presentation, and obviously looking after the nation. Rishi Sunak wanting to give £750 million as a package to struggling charities on top of the extra help they may have with furloughing staff. So we should see news about that coming through Milton Keynes Council and the charity organisations like National Lottery. So watch out for that, but good news. On the care side, great story of a local man on his 100th birthday walking for the NHS, and that's the attitude that we need to beat the coronavirus. Also, we had some news from our chosen charity, so we have nominated this as our charity for Milton Keynes beating the coronavirus, and they are getting very generous gifts. This was from the Cherry Lane Garden Centre, so thank you to them for supporting Milton Keynes Hospital charity. And Leslie Simmons gave us some beautiful words about the attitude and compassion and care that's needed, which is what this group is all about. Please do read that. Wonderful post, Leslie. Really love it. Moving on to groups in general. We've really clamped down now on the people that are not really wanting to get into the spirit of what Milton Keynes needs. We've removed some people recently. This is just a reminder of what we're about, and it's been very well received. So thank you so much for your support, and I will do my damnness to make sure that we keep this group safe from people who just want to have a political punch-up or incite hate or insult others. That's not going to happen. If it's spotted, then I will remove those people. On sharing, the educational post of the day came from Kirsty Taylor Price, and so that's all about open learn and free courses. So that is really good news for those needing education. Please check that out. And also we had Jono Poon, who's a board trustee with MK Play Association, and he's making available lots of scrap materials alongside social distancing regulations, just so you can get that and keep the kids creatively happy and run education and learning and craft and play. So check out what Jono's offering. Excellent offer there, and you can see that and some of the things the kids are creating. And Sandra Ellis has given us another post. We've got a special post we're building on our website of all the great food outlets outside of the supermarkets that are doing deliveries. So this one comes from, I believe, Stony Stratford markets. Really good, as is the name on the product. I wasn't paid to say that, by the way. Then Helen Maureen Vickers, she basically has put out a shout out for Fuller's Slade to try and get anybody who needs extra support to get in contact with them. They've got a great urgent care supplies, picking up prescriptions, which is a big need in Milton Keynes. So please share that around if you're in and around the Fuller's Slade locality. And we've posted this before. It's our Mayor of Milton Keynes, Sam Crooks. Now he is doing the job the Milton Keynes Council should be doing, and on his post is literally every kind of official and update that you need. It's quite a long written post, and we have contacted Sam to see if he'd like to maybe join us by remote video link, and maybe that will happen. But what we're going to do is feature that link on our new MK channel website alongside our own link to our posts, so that you can daily get that feed and see what is really happening from the local authority. On protection, Melanie Muir pointed out something I've noticed as well. People are just dropping stuff that possibly is virally infected, and please, please, please dispose of it safely. Follow the guidelines. We had some great posts about how to clean and dispose of PPE, but people are using it when they're going shopping and leaving that trash out, which could infect innocent people and workers at the supermarkets. Then on top of that, Amanda Johnson, she's pointed out that families have been on the swings. I've noticed this literally every day I've been out on my hourly exercise on my bike going through the various districts. But if you look at the push now, Milton Keynes Council are really getting very vociferous about trying to stop children breaking the coronavirus rules. And so that hopefully will calm down. I didn't notice any tonight, which was good. John Martin has shared a post about voice messaging. There are lots of cons, lots of people being sent all sorts of tweets with alarmist information, saying you've been spotted going out without good purpose, and go to this website and pay this fine. Just keep an eye out for anything that seems unusual, and check out our post on personal security if you need a bit of an education in the kinds of tricks these people are playing. One thing that we also have been championing is trying to highlight how people are getting domestic abuse as people are locked down. And we have posted on the website a link to the official Milton Keynes resources, which are being funded and ramped up to cope with a rise. That's very unfortunate but predictable. So please advise anybody who's suffering, or if you hear of anything, report it and try and prevent the innocents being abused. And finally, I've just realized I've got a typo on this slide. I'm not going to change it because this is very, very difficult to record just as a one-man show, doing everything that a cameraman and crew would do. But we're building up our team. So these are people that are joining on our main group, MK channel, and then we'll have moderator powers. So we've got Melanie Muir, Kirsty Taylor-Price, Lucy Fox, who's running a brilliant group with 4,000 members. She's going to look after community groups, Hayley De Bruyn and Jitka Wenham. And we've got one or two more I haven't mentioned. I haven't had time to put those in. But this is for our Milton Keynes Beat the Coronavirus, Help Milton Keynes Beat the Coronavirus website. Let me just finish. Let me just work the buttons and see if I can get you a sight of how the site is going. Just put my computer on and then we can take a view. And let me just see if I can get it up for you. And all very one-man bandish, but I hope that you'll appreciate how the site's coming along. So this is the site if you've not seen it before. We've got this video which is updated daily. We've now, since we've done that, doubled the total of NHS staff that have died. And of course I mentioned the MK Hospital charity, which you can donate to just by hitting that button. That will go direct to their donate page. Then we also have MK's Channel 40's latest posts. The Mayor of Milton Keynes, I mentioned, we've got his updates. And then we've got these various posts which are going to be slowly filled up. It's a massive task, but some of our editors are going to help me. So in this one here, if I go to it, this is the edit mode. Our first post is on losing weight to reduce your health risk. This is a general thing, but it was pointed out last night that the fatalities were happening with people that had a BMI and were male over the age of 60, but in fact a larger age range, anybody over the BMI figure of 25 is likely to get very badly affected by the coronavirus. So that will be the first thing that we're looking at trying to address. So we put a post together, which you can see there. You can check your BMI on the NHS calculator. And then what we're recommending is along the lines of Dr. Michael Mosley's blood sugar diet. It's a free service. And there's also one that is called Pro Longevity, which is run by an NHS pharmacist, which is scientifically monitored. So you get a blood sugar monitor and you get coaching, and that can be very, very helpful. That's called Pro Longevity. We'll add more if you want us to bring those on board, but this can actually lose weight very, very quickly. Now, I had that issue, so I realized I was obese when this crisis started to happen, and in the space of about 8 weeks I've lost 1.5 stone and lost all of my hunger pangs, and it's using exactly the same techniques that you can find on those 2 links. If we can find more, then we will do, but you don't have to suffer and go on a diet that makes you feel hungry all the time. That's in fact the reverse when you actually get into this type of new program. So there's a lot more on our website for you to discover that will hopefully help you get through this crisis, and we'll keep you updated every day. Just please, if you've got really good news and information, send it to us. All you have to do is go onto the Facebook group, then we summarize it in this news every night. So even if you've not had time to catch up on all the stuff that's going on, you've got one simple update. And then we're going to make sure this website that I showed you really makes it easy for you to get to grips with the very best advice to help beat the coronavirus and get it out of our community. With that, I wish you a safe and comfortable night's sleep, and look forward to speaking to you again tomorrow. Bye for now.